Devon and Jackie, good afternoon to you. We are at 87th. That's Wentworth. That's the Ryan just over my shoulder. The mall here to my left. What you're seeing in the alley is all of these shoes from looters who hit this place better part of an hour to 2 hours ago. They're just strewn all over the alley here. I mean, there is dozens and dozens of boxes all over the place. I can only guess that, when people were running away, a shoe would fall out from a box here and there. And as far as the eye can see, that is the end result of the looting that took place. On the opposite side of the building, a heavy police presence, officers in riot gear as well. This kind of stuff I'm sure you've been reporting on throughout the afternoon has been taking place at various locations throughout Chicago as well as the suburbs. The mayor holding a press conference early this morning, about 11 a.m., in the aftermath of what happened last night. She says basically that First Amendment rights and being out there protesting the wrongful death of George Floyd, she's all behind that. But when it comes to looting, that's just crossing the line, and that will not be tolerated. 375 guardsmen are now on the job helping Chicago police. Let's take a look at that. After a night of burning, looting, and destruction, today came condemnation from Mayor Lori Lightfoot. But first, recognition of those who came to protest the killing of George Floyd in the rightful way.
Make no mistake, there is a lot of righteous anger and grief boiling here and across the country, and that isn't just about George Floyd, although that was the catalyst for this expression. It's also about Laquan McDonald and Quintonia LaGreer and others before and since. It's about so many members of our community who have lost unjustly over the generations. And it's about a system that demands change, and we must recommit ourselves in this moment to fundamentally changing the things that have plagued us for way too long, including our original sin of racism.
Her tone then quickly turned to sharp criticism of the masses of people who took advantage of the moment, she says, and made it criminal by looting, damaging, destroying, by breaking windows and burning property.
Certainly not by setting businesses on fire and smashing windows. Not by setting people's cars on fire. Not by swinging hammers and shovels and throwing urine at the police.
20 police officers had to be hospitalized with broken bones and bruises. 2 required surgery, and many others, she says, refused treatment for their injuries sustained. 240 people were arrested, 6 people were shot, and 1 man in his 20s was killed. None of those people shot were shot by police.
I want to take this moment to give a special thanks to our many brave men and women of the Chicago Police Department. I also want to thank the men and women of our fire department who were also on hand day and night. And Commissioner Ford, as I said yesterday, you should be proud.
In addition to implementing a 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew, which began last night, now at the request of CPD Superintendent David Brown, the mayor called the governor after midnight and requested that the National Guard be called in to help CPD.
This is a nation of laws. And lawlessness has no place in Chicago or anywhere else.
The mayor and the police superintendent denied a shortage of police power Friday night. But moving forward, all police vacation time and furloughs are now canceled as the city moves toward another night of unrest. The question is, to what degree?
This is a city that we must protect so it can provide for us. We know it's not perfect, but if it gets destroyed, we are all left to pick up the pieces.
An emotional Mayor Lightfoot this morning. As we come back here live, this is the front end of the mall, which is called Chatham Ridge. More debris, more materials taken from inside these various shops at this strip mall. On the opposite side, or on the south side of the street at 87th, there's a Jewel over there that's closed as well. Don't know if there's any looting, but that's the situation here. Police in riot gear, in standby mode.